Hi, I'm JB Wagner. Welcome to my channel Unconventional Wisdom, where, as always, you don't need to like or subscribe because I'm not trying to make any money. I'm just trying to share some photographic knowledge and experience I've accumulated over 50 years. This is one in a series of videos. I own quite a few digital cameras, and I started to ask myself, because I probably should start selling some of my gear, which cameras might meet all of my needs, any one camera. And this particular camera I'm talking about on this video is the Panasonic Lumix S5. I like to get right to the answer, which I'd say is a qualified yes in this case, and I'll explain why. But the S5 has been succeeded by the S5 II, and I think now there's an S5 IIX. The biggest difference in the newer models, I think, is a significantly improved autofocus that's more competitive with the state-of-the-art autofocus from other brands. That's not particularly an issue for me. And if I had to choose between autofocus and manual focus, I'd probably choose manual focus. I've never been incredibly enthusiastic about autofocus. I understand its capabilities, and sometimes I need those capabilities, but sometimes it's an annoyance in manual focus. With a good manual focus lens and camera is more appealing to me. So quickly about this camera, it is a full frame camera. I'm not stuck on full frame versus APS-C versus micro four thirds, because I shoot everything in photography in RAW and process it in DxO Photo Lab and Topaz AI, and I can achieve pretty much the same results regardless of sensor size or megapixel count. So that's not a big deal to me. What I do like about the full frame sensor on this camera and the Leica L bayonet mount is it works great with vintage lenses, better than a crop sensor or a micro four thirds, because the lenses perform in the field of view they were designed for. So this is a 50mm Minolta Roker lens with a Photo-C adapter. Beautiful lens. I paid less than $100, and the adapters are only like 15 bucks. They're less than $20, and it makes a really fun tool. The camera has excellent manual focus aids. So I'm going to keep this camera in my stable, if you will, no matter what, even if it doesn't become my only camera, because of this ability to shoot with these beautiful vintage lenses. And it doesn't matter what brand. I bought a number. I have a number of these adapters. I have one for Nikon, one for Canon, because I have older lenses for most of the major brands. And if you're into video, I consider myself a content creator, not really a videographer, but a lot of serious videography work is really done almost always with manual lenses, and sometimes they buy collections of these lenses and have them adapted specifically for video. So this camera, because the perceived weakness of this camera is the contrast detection autofocus, and because newer models came out, the prices dropped. New, it's just under $1,200 for the body, and used, you can definitely get it for less than that. So it is a great value proposition for a really good sensor, full frame. It has excellent built-in image stabilization, and it is a weatherproof, weather-sealed body with weather-sealed lenses available, including the stock zoom, which is excellent. It's not Leica labeled, but it is a really good lens, 20 to 60 zoom range, which is quite useful as an overall zoom range. Then when I bought it, they threw in the 85mm 1.8, which has gotten rave reviews for critical sharpness. That adds a portrait lens and the bokeh, which you can also get with vintage or third-party manual focus lenses. There's a lot of great third-party manual focus lenses that are brand new and don't need adapters, and most of them are available for the Leica L mount, which is the bayonet system on the full frame Panasonic cameras. So, and then a lot of other third-party lenses for it. So I like this camera. The biggest drawback to me, I wish it had the 1/32,000th of a second electronic shutter that even my G9 has that, my GH6 has it, the Olympus has it, OM1. That gives you, this only goes to 8,000th of a second only. But when you're shooting bright outdoors and you want bokeh, the faster the better. You can compensate for that with the neutral density filter, so it's not that big a deal to have you can have a variable neutral density filter on it. The viewfinder is 2.36 million dots as opposed to the 3.78 or the viewfinders in the GH6, the G9, and the Olympus that I have, OM1, all have a higher pixel count. That's not a deal breaker for me, but I do like it better. But this is a good viewfinder, and it works great with the manual focus lenses. So if you don't need, if you want a full frame, and if you like to use lenses like this, and you want an affordable full frame, the S5, either new or used, is something worth considering. So I hope you found this video interesting, and thanks for watching.